Hello there, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Speak Real English. In today's English tip, I will be answering a question from one of our amazing Speak Real English community members, Abigail. Abigail sent in a really thoughtful question, asking about the difference between the words being and been. First of all, Abigail, thank you for reaching out with such a smart and important question. This topic connects to both grammar and how we actually use English in real life, so I am excited to walk you through it carefully. I want to begin by saying that one of the best ways to become a truly independent English learner is to constantly expose yourself to the language. The more English you hear and read, the easier it becomes to notice the small but important differences between words like being and been. Of course, while exposure is powerful, sometimes a direct explanation can really speed up the learning process. Speaking personally, I find it much easier to learn when someone clearly explains the difference to me, which is exactly what I aim to do for you today through this video tip, and also through the full Speak Real English Premium course. Inside the course, we provide a lot more detailed explanations and tons of real-life examples, so you get both direct answers and natural exposure to native English. There is a huge library of conversations where you can hear authentic American English, and you can really start to feel how vocabulary and grammar are used naturally. If you are interested, you can find more information about that through our Speak Real English website and our Mr. English Teacher YouTube channel. Now, coming back to your excellent question about the difference between being and been, let me break it down for you. Both being and been are different forms of the verb to be, but they are used in different situations depending on the tense. Let us look at being first. We often use being with continuous tenses, also called progressive tenses. For example, if someone says, he is being annoying, that describes something happening right now. Another example could be, I am being helpful today. In both cases, being shows an action that is ongoing or happening in the moment. On the other hand, been is commonly used with perfect tenses, especially the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. For example, you might hear someone say, he has been annoying lately. In this case, been points to a period of time up until now. Another example could be, I have been feeling great this week. Notice the difference. When we use being, we are talking about an action happening right now. When we use been, we are often describing a situation or feeling that started in the past and may still be continuing. Both words are part of the same base verb to be, but we match them with different types of tenses depending on what we want to express. It can definitely be helpful to study grammar a little bit more closely to fully understand the structure, but honestly, one of the best ways to learn is not by memorizing rules from a book. It is by listening to real conversations, paying attention to how native speakers naturally use these forms. In the Speak Real English Premium course, for example, you will hear lots of conversations that include phrases like has been, have been, and many examples of being in action. These real conversations help you develop an instinct for when to use each form without needing to think too hard about it. To summarize and reinforce this idea, remember that being is used with progressive tenses when describing actions or behaviors happening now. For example, he is being very generous today. Meanwhile, been is used with perfect tenses when talking about actions or experiences over a period of time. For instance, she has been very busy this month. If you can keep that general rule in mind and spend more time listening to English conversations, you will naturally start recognizing when to use each one. Let us run through a few more examples just to make it extra clear. If I say, I am being very careful with my work today, I am using being because it describes what I am doing right now. But if I say, I have been careful with my work all week, I use been because I am talking about an ongoing situation over a stretch of time. Here is another one. They are being very quiet during the meeting versus they have been quiet during all the meetings this month. See the difference? With being, it is happening now. With been, it covers a period of time that includes the past and sometimes continues into the present. If you are still feeling a little uncertain, that is completely normal. These small differences can feel tricky at first, but do not worry. Every time you listen to native speakers or read English material, you are training your brain to understand these patterns more naturally. Keep noticing examples and practicing little by little. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any more questions about being versus been. I would love to hear what is still unclear for you. You are also more than welcome to ask questions in the Speak Real English community or send a message through the Mr. English Teacher YouTube channel. You can even tweet at Speak Real English if that is easier for you. I am always excited to hear from our learners because your questions help me create better lessons for you. Thank you again, Abigail, for asking such an important and thoughtful question. I hope this explanation gave you some clarity. Keep practicing, keep listening, and remember that every question you ask brings you one step closer to fluency. Make sure you come back soon because I have many more English tips and real conversation examples to share with you. Until next time, take care and happy learning.